the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Arkansas State's offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances. When there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him, that's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Westbrook. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Aggies are on the move. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The hand to the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Westbrook. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's going to take off.
These kind of QBs put a lot of pressure on defense. You think about it. It's so easy to roll him out to the left, a little bootleg action. Does he run it? Does he throw it? I got to cover the pass. I can't just give up the deep ball. And then he chews up a bunch of yards really quickly. So hard on defenses.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog as this game goes on.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
On first down from their own 22. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
The Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Red Wolves have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open, and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming on. Well done.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Reese. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. The defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Flips it out to the back. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Bulls! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They move on top here in the 4th. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pope. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender.
And he just refused to go down. Just see him break all those tackles. That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but, man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. The Red Wolves are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The quick out. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Power football with the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They want that clock to run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point of the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe maybe pick up a yard. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Complete on 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Westbrook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not put...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Flying out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Got his man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Bulls! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.